SketchPro is an AI assistant embedded within Revit. You can prompt SketchPro to create documentation on your behalf. Here we instruct SketchPro to create floor plans and RCPs for levels 10 through 13 placed on sheets using the layout from an existing piece of documentation referenced with the @ symbol. After proposing its plan of actions, it generates the views applying appropriate view templates from our model and places them on their respective sheets with the same layout assignment as in the reference sheet. Next, we will instruct SketchPro to tag all of the rooms and doors on the floor plans and dimension the grid lines and overall building massing. First, SketchPro applies the door tags, determining its optimal placement to avoid graphical collisions with the existing elements. Then, SketchPro applies grid line dimensions across both of the plans at once. After applying annotations, you can configure the settings that SketchPro uses. For doors, you can move the tags behind, to the threshold of, in the swing, or in front of the door. Once applied, the changes update instantly on our plans. We can also use SketchPro to visualize information on the model. Here we tell SketchPro to create a new floor plan for level 13, hide the furniture, and color each wall family type using red for fire-rated walls. SketchPro generates a filter for each wall type and applies the red override to the fire-rated walls, producing a working view that can be used for code review and coordination with teams and consultants. SketchPro can also create and edit schedules directly within Revit. We prompt SketchPro to create a new room schedule for the same levels as before, generated as a native Revit schedule. We see that the rooms don't yet have finishes applied, so we attach a spreadsheet of finish assignments and ask SketchPro to populate the parameters to match. I'll open my Excel file and drag this directly into the chat. SketchPro reads the spreadsheet, matches each row to the corresponding room, and writes the floor, base, wall, and ceiling values back to hundreds of Revit room parameters in seconds, with the schedule updating in real time. SketchPro intelligently maps the room parameters based on the room name and type to our finish assignments, saving hours of manual data entry. Finally, we can ask SketchPro questions about the Revit model itself. We ask SketchPro for a table of all meeting rooms by floor, returned in the chat. Each row hyperlinks to that room in the model. We can click any of these links, and SketchPro will take us to that room in our Revit model. In just a few minutes, SketchPro helped us with documentation, coordination review, schedules, and answering questions about our model.